I can do this, don't worry.
Alright.
What you see in this scene is what should not happen when you are working on PSGs. If one person is doing all the work and the other two people or one person is on their phones or not working, then they are not getting the required concepts for this chapter. This is bad.
So I just wrote what is gravity, so I just write like 9.8 on the paper and call it a day.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I wrote what is Newton's second law, so F equals ma in the second bar.
Yeah, I was really tired. I left it to the last minute, so I just wrote like what is the equation for force.
It's okay, the second and third box can be the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just say we didn't get the third box actually.
Yeah, that's fine.
What you see here is not what you should do when you are working in study groups. When formulating your study group questions, make sure you highlight confusing concepts in your notes. That way, when you want to create your question, you can refer to these concepts and present the group with a worthy question. Hey guys, Miss Trioni just posted the homework on Google Classroom. It's due on Wednesday. Let's get started today.
Oh, that's a good idea. That way we can check our answers in the solutions manual tomorrow.
And ask for a question.
Good idea, Ayush.
Good idea, Yush. Alright, let's get started.
Alright, first one, got that right. Got this one right. Comes right. Oh, this one's wrong. What did you do? Oh, I used the wrong equation.
Let's do this problem. Alright, just to make sure I don't forget, I will draw my free body diagrams to show where all the forces are going. And I will label my forces. And that is the normal force. And just to make sure I don't forget, I will write out all my equations at the beginning of the problem every single time to make sure I'm using the right equations and I'm working out the problem correctly. And start time.
Good thing we had that backpack there. You'll have lots of labs where things are falling off desks, and otherwise then we need to protect our lab equipment, because if you damage it or lose it, you will have to pay for it. So make sure to keep a backpack under the lab table where things might fall, so you can protect your lab equipment, and just generally be careful. So let's get started with this lab.
Alright, we gotta get all our equipment.
Alright, I don't really know what we need, so let's just take everything out and then decide later. Oh, never mind, I think we need that.
Dude, I don't think you're supposed to throw lab equipment around.
No, I think we can.
Yeah, that's okay. This stuff's not expensive anyway.
Yeah, if we break it, like, we'll just pretend someone else did it.
Yeah. We'll just say Colin did it.
I definitely think we need this reference guide.
Totally. Alright, so what do we, can we check the material sheet and see what we actually need?
Yeah, it says lab quest, so I think that's
Alright,
this.
so we'll keep this and then all this stuff goes back.
Yeah, I think we'll throw everything back in. Does it matter if our drawer is organized?
Yeah, who cares?
Alright, cool. Alright, so it looks like we're ready to start this lab.
Alright, catch.
Alright, unlike we did in the last video, it's important to organize and keep your lab drawer neat to make sure the material isn't damaged and to be able to find things easily. So, me and Mom will show you how to do that.
So we'll start with big boxes and big things on the bottom. Like so. And now we take heavier things that are less breakable and we also keep these on the bottom, as well as the rest of the picket fences. Put the picket fences along the sides so you have as much space in your drawer as you need to put other things in. And then all the breakable and small sensitive material like the pulleys, keep those on top so they don't get broken or crushed by any of the heavy stuff.
And finally, make sure you keep your lab quest on top so you can find it easily and charge it. Get the charger. So
for the charger, the charger is going to be on top of a desk, and you're going to run the power cord through this hole at the bottom, and then plug it in to the LabQuest in the charging port. Be careful not to plug this into the headphone or the microphone port, otherwise your LabQuest won't charge, and when you have to do a lab, your LabQuest will be dead and you won't be able to do the lab. And plug this into the power socket on top of the drawer. For the end of a lab, Neil, talk.
Make sure when you put your drawer in, the slider is in between the wheels and gets stuck on the rails. Or else it can fall out when Miss Trioni tries to lock the drawers.
Oh, so this is a prime example of what you shouldn't do with your lab drawer. But now he'll show you what you should do. If he's competent enough to be able to put the drawer in himself, which we have yet to be able to find out. Alright, there we go. Now jiggle that drawer around to make sure it's on the rails.
Smooth operation. And now, charge your LabQuest.
And make sure this cable doesn't get stuck between the drawer when you close it. So for trial 1, it's 5 meters a second. And trial 2, it's 6.2 meters a second.
Alright,
Is that all you guys did?
Yeah.
Only 2?
The sheet just said do 2 trials.
But this is a college level physics class. You have to go above and beyond. We should do like at least like 5 or 6 or 7. Like, what if these are bad data?
Oh no.
Like an AP student would do more than that.
Shoot.
Mono, we're just honors level students.
Let's go do some more. Let's go do some more testing.
Good idea, Chrissy.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's set the lab back up.
Make a table with 7 trials now.
This is a Saturday after we did our lab activity.
Alright, so here's the data from Friday. It looks alright. Like,
I mean,
I think it'll work.
we have a constant acceleration due to gravity, so if those are our velocity graphs, they should be, or if those are our position graphs, they should be quadratic, right?
Oh crap.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Maybe we can just like play with the numbers a little bit and see if it works. Like, just mess with it.
Nah, dude, this is not AP Chem. We don't make up data. We should go into Flex and redo this lab.
Good idea, Mono.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's go on Wednesday.
Alright. This is study groups at Flex time.
Neil, how do you solve the pulley problems? Never mind. Looks like nobody's doing it.
Alright.
Go.
Time to study for the test. Let's do some problems.
Yeah, we should have to do a bunch of problems at home.
Yeah, dude, these problems are really easy. I think I'll do perfectly fine on this test.
Let me see.
Dude, you're doing all 1-dot problems.
So?
Those just cover the basic concepts.
1, 2, and 3-dot problems are fair game.
You are not ready for this test.
I'm not ready for this test. Oh
You
my
need to
god.
do 3-dot problems. Those are the ones that show up.
Those are
And the additional
hard.
problems. You need to look online for more problems too.
Mono, the problems that
What are
show
you
up,
doing with your life?
That's so hard.
the problems that show up on the test are like the 3-dot and the additional problems. Like the PSCs and the 2-dot essays. You should review those.
Okay, I'll go do that at home.
So on the test, you want to use your equations that you're given from the equation sheet and then keep the variables before solving. So if you know Newton's second law is F equals ma, you want to solve for acceleration as F over m, and then say you solve for the acceleration, but that's not your final answer. You want to keep it in variable form, and say if you're trying to find displacement during acceleration, you plug that into 1/2 at squared, and then only plug in when you're trying to get your final expression, and that will save you time on the test and eliminate the possibility of mistakes and rounding errors.
Nerd.
Oh, I'm trying to study for my test and my pencil broke.
Sucks for you. Looks like we'll all get A's and you'll get an F.
Don't worry, I will help you.
How?
Take this fancy pencil.
Now Mono's gonna get an A+.
A plus.
Yay!
All thanks to the support of Neil.
Not you.
You unsupportive Ayush.
Alright,
Alright, now that Neil's done the free body diagram, I'm gonna write down the relevant equations.
Alright. Make sure you get that work is the integral of force.
Oh, I already did that problem. Do you guys need any help?
No.
Wait, it's so easy.
We're supposed to
Wait, I'll show you how you do it. You just like, you move over.
We're supposed to stay
We're
in
trying to
our
get this.
own groups.
We're trying to learn how to do this ourselves.
No, but I know I can tell you guys how to do it.
No, but you're not supposed
We
to.
don't want your help.
We want to learn together.
We need to learn how to do this
for our own
ourselves.
understanding.
The first thing you need to know about AP Physics is that it is not a test prep class.
The second thing you need to know about AP Physics is that Miss Shoney will not babysit you. You are responsible for managing your own time.
In other high school courses, the teachers may hold your hands and walk you through the coursework step by step, but the primary focus of AP Physics is to be a college level course.
Because this is a college level course, you have to take a lot of time outside of class to make sure you understand the material. You need to be able to learn how to read a textbook and take notes properly, because Miss Trioney won't always be there to make sure everyone understands the material.